and tall. Relax those shoulders. Imagine those shoulder blades sliding down towards your waist. Just gently close your eyes just for a moment. Breathe slow and easy. Just settling yourself for today's practice of opening our hearts. Gently open your eyes. Take the left hand alongside you, reach up through the right hand. Really stretch, press the hip down and over you come. Breathe. Drop that hand down in front of the knee. Slide it all the way around, and as it lands on the right hand side, you lift up the left. You stretch, you push the hip down, you come over. You breathe, you drop that hand, you slide it around. Once it reaches the other side, as it does so, the other one comes up. Stretch, push the hip down, over you come. Breathe, release, slide it round and up. Stretch, push, over you come. Release, slide. One more, up you come. Stretch, push that hip down, over. Nice stretch through that side of the body. Release down, slide it around and up you come for the last side. Over, release, around you come. Sit up nice and tall. Take the right hand on the left knee, left hand on the right knee. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, tuck chin to chest. Open that heart center. Tuck chin to chest. Open the heart center. Keep the left hand on the right knee, the right hand, bring it around behind you. Use it as a pyramid or as a spider's web. Push into those hands, sit up tall. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, then twist to look over your right shoulder. Breathe. On every exhalation, you can push a little more, see if you can twist a little more. Imagine your tummy is going from left to right, just to help you, like squeezing out a sponge. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, this back hand is going to come forward. You're going to cross at the elbows, bring the hands together in eagle. Now, if this is not accessible for you, then just give yourself a lovely cuddle. Hold on to the shoulder blades, squeeze, bring the chest through. Okay, so this is your option if eagle arms are not available for you. Otherwise, we're in eagle arms. Just bring those elbows up in line with your chin. Roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe and release. So you're going to cross the arms again. So this time, left on right, right on left. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, round the spine, chin to chest, and open the heart. Round the spine, chin to chest, and open the heart. So this time, left hand comes behind you. So make that little pyramid or spider's web first. Push into the hands, sit up tall. Use this hand on your left knee just to help you come round in a soft twist, nothing harsh. Sit up tall, and as you exhale, you may be able to twist a little bit more, always listening to where you are at this moment in time. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, this back hand again comes all the way over, cross at the elbows, eagle arms, or don't forget your option to just give yourself a lovely cuddle, but bring the chest through. So eagle arms for most of us, hopefully. Lift those arms, gazing directly ahead. Roll the shoulders back and down to get that stretch in the shoulders. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. Roll the shoulders, first one way and then the other way. Release the legs. You're going to come round into tabletop. This is one of our favourite poses in yoga. It's a good transition pose to get us from the mat to standing. So today, exactly the same. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. So we're going to do something slightly different. So again, listen to your body, see how you feel. Take the right arm forward, roll that shoulder back and down, stretch through the fingers. Take the left leg long, tuck the toes. Bend the knee, flex the foot. This right hand, take it around and catch the foot. Now if that's not accessible for you, use your belt or your tie, whatever you've got, okay, and take that around the foot. Just show you briefly. Take it around the foot, thread it through. So that you can hold on to it. So if that's not accessible for you, you've got the knee bent and you can use the belt to help you catch the foot. Didn't show a very good example on that one, did I? Because it slipped. But just take a moment, it is achievable. So you've got the knee bent, flex the foot, you take this arm around and catch. So, and bring that foot towards your hip. So it gets a nice stretch in here. So let's try again with this belt. There you go. I had it the wrong side, that's my fault, sorry. There you go. Whoops. Says I. Needs to be around the ankle. Does slip. Maybe take it around the foot, that might help better. Ah, that's better. Take it around the arch of the foot, that helps. Okay? So the belt's underneath my hand, and that means you, but watch you don't tip to one side, try and keep central. And release. Back to your tabletop. So we're going to set up on the other side. So left arm forward, roll the shoulder back and down, stretch through the fingers. Left leg, tuck the toes, lift, flex the foot, bend the knee, take the arm around, catch the foot, or put the belt, as we've just discovered, around the arch of the foot to bring that heel as close as you can to your hip to get the stretch in your thigh. Maybe even lift if you possibly can to get even more of a stretch. Again, listen to your body. Release. Set yourself up for tabletop again. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, chest to the thighs for your down dog. Push through the heels or walk just to get that stretch in the backs of those legs. Don't forget the head comes between the arms. You're pushing the hands down into the mat, separating the fingers, but you're pulling up through the arms. You're going to bring left foot into the centre of the mat, lift up the right, look at the space alongside your right hand. That's where your foot's going to go. Use the options if you need to. So you're just moving the hip to bring that through, or you're dropping the knee, hand behind the knee, whatever is your option today. Just make sure this back knee is back behind the hip to come up into low lunge. Push those hips forward. Breathe. If you can today, you're going to push the hips forward and try and come back slightly. Keep your gaze between the hands into what's called a crescent low lunge, opening up your heart. Release the hands down, tuck the toes, lift the knee, back to down dog. Push through those heels, walk through those heels, whatever is best for you. Breathe. And the right foot in, left leg up. Different options, remember, to get yourself to bring that foot. So if you're in the main way of doing it, you come up onto the toes, you round the spine. Bring that foot through. Help it if you need to. Drop the back knee, stretching the back thigh and tuck the toes. Low lunge, roll those shoulders back and down. Push that hip forward to get that stretch in the front hip flexor. Open up your heart center. This time, you're going to take the arms behind, clasp the fingers, roll the shoulders back and down, and again, try and lean back for a little back bend, looking up at the ceiling. If this is too much, then go back to the one we had earlier. Just trying to give you different options within the poses. Take the arms down, tuck the toes, lift the back knee. you're going to take the front foot all the way back to down dog. So down dog, this is your moving pose today. We use it what's called a transition pose to get us from one pose to the next. So again, left foot into the centre, lift up the right. So lots of practice for you to try and get that foot forward in however way you can. So this time we're going to be in a high lunge. So you might find that if you bring that back foot in slightly, and imagine you're on train tracks, so a train's going to be able to run through your legs, just to give you some balance. Bend into the front knee, up you come, high lunge. Roll the shoulders back and down. So we're working on the heart. So from here, you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, bend into cactus arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, open the heart, and up. Squeeze, and up. Squeeze. Imagine those shoulder blades are on a first date and they're trying to kiss and somebody's stopping them. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Try and get them to have their first snog. Up you come. Hands down. Take this leg back. Transition pose. Down dog. Just for a moment. As you bring the right foot into the centre, lift up the left. Try and bring that foot alongside the left hand. Walk it, move it. Up onto the toes. Move that foot if you need to. Think about your balance. Hands on hips if it helps to come up. Bend into that knee. Push into the back heel. Up you come. Roll those shoulders back and down. Take a moment to breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, cactus arms. Really squeeze, 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 squeeze. Open up the heart and up. Cactus arms. Squeeze and up. One more. Squeeze and up. Take the arms down, frame the foot. Step back to down dog. Walk through those feet, push those heels away if you need to. You're then going to walk your hands to your feet this time. So get steady and start to walk hands to feet. Then you're in forward fold, just for a second. Push through those heels, stretch through the legs. Hands on hips and up to standing. Oh, you've still got me in the camera. Well done. Maybe we've cracked it with this lens. Okay, so I'm going to turn to face you, but you can stay where you are. So we're going to try a balance today. So we're going to try an eagle pose. So you've done the eagle arms. So we're going to try eagle legs. So see how you get on. We'll take it in stages. So press down through the left foot, pull up through the left leg. Feel your left hip switch on. This is the leg that's going to balance you, okay? So you're going to come up onto the toes of the right foot, and you're just going to bend the knee, hands on hips. If this is your balance today, then this is where you stay. Otherwise, you're going to try and cross at the thighs. Now, if you need to leave the toes on the mat, that's absolutely fine. And then come into your eagle arms. So what you've got is you've got right over left. So you need left over right for the arms and bring them up. So if this is your eagle today, that's fine. Roll those shoulders back and down. But if you'd like to try, you're going to bend into the standing leg. Bend the knee, try and wrap that foot around as you bring the hips down. Concentrate on something that's not moving and breathe. Another challenging pose for you in stages. Listen to your body. Release the arms, hands on hips. Release the legs and just walk through those legs as you set up your right leg as your balancing leg. Push through the foot, pull up through the leg till you feel that hip switch on. That's what's going to support you. Hands on hips initially. Bring up the left knee for your balance. Might take you a couple of goes, as you can see. My body has different days as well. Just because I'm the teacher doesn't mean I'm perfect. You're going to bring that foot around. Rest on the toes. So you've got left over right. So you need right over left for your arms. So stay here again if that's enough for you. Otherwise, begin to bend the knee of the standing leg, wrap that foot, Look at something that's not moving. Breathe. You're going to be more wobbly, just as I am today, on one side than the other. Perfectly normal, don't worry about it. Just go with the flow, as they say. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. Walk through those feet. So I'm going to turn again, because that's where you'll be. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, arms up, palms to touch, forward fold, all the way down. Stretch through those legs, push through those heels. Slide the hands up the shins, stretch through the spine, push through those heels. Slide all the way down. Take the arms forward, take the legs back, hands, wrists underneath your shoulders. Push through those heels, you're in plank, pull the belly button in and back towards the spine. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, drop the knees if you need to. Remember, that's always an option. Otherwise, we are challenging ourselves this week. So push through those heels, bring the body slightly forward of the wrists, squeeze, 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 squeeze those arms, down you come, chest, tummy, release. Take the arms forward, you're resting on your forearms, spread the fingers wide. It's as if you are bringing the arms back towards you to bring your chest through, to open up your heart space again. Breathe in your sphinx. Knees are on the mat, hips pushed into the mat. If you do want a little bit more, and only if you do, providing your lower back is okay, then leave the feet on the mat and just lift the knees. It just works your lower back a little bit more, but do it with care, do it with attention. Pull the belly button in and back to help support that lower back. Release, breathe in, and as you breathe out, push the hips back, slide the arms back with you, big toes together, knees apart, head down towards the mat, and you're in child's. Just breathe for a moment. This is your resting pose today. If you need to, use a brick or a block just to rest your head for a second. Two more breaths. Then remove the prop if you have one. Bring the arms in front. Come up slightly. Swivel around. So I'll turn to face the camera. So we're going to come into what's called cobbler's pose. So soles of the feet are together. Open the knees. Hold on to the ankles, the shins or the knees, wherever is best for you. Or you can clasp the fingers underneath the toes and pull into the arms to enable yourself to sit up tall and open those hips. Give them a moment. What you might find is that as they open, your feet will open as if they were a book, and you're just pressing on the inside edges of your feet. But we're all different. Your knees might be up here. Don't worry, doesn't matter. Just be where you are. Pull the belly button in and back towards the spine. Sit up nice and tall and just breathe. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the hands wherever they are. Take them forward, and this time you can round the spine, so you can be up on your fingertips. You can use props to help you wherever you are, it doesn't matter. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you are going to round the spine this time. You're going to take the chin to the chest. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to slide the arms around behind you, up onto the fingertips again, and you're going to open the heart space. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide the hands back round, maybe on your prop, chin to chest. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide the hands round behind you, up onto the fingertips if you need to, or hands on props. Open the heart centre. Last time, slide the hands around, come forward. Chin to chest, breathe. And slide the hands back behind you, up onto the fingertips if you need to, remember. Roll those shoulders, open up the heart centre. And release. Hands either side of the knees, Bring them back together. Turn yourself around. Take yourself nice and long on your mat. Take the arms up and overhead. Stretch through the toes, stretch through the fingers. Nice full body stretch. Breathe, enjoy that stretch. Enjoy the length of your body. And breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the hands, release the feet. Bring the arms alongside you, palms up to the ceiling. Press the shoulder blades into the mat, maybe bend the knees, tuck the tailbone under, lengthen the spine. Keep the knees bent with the feet as wide as the mat, everybody today. Drop the knees in towards one another. And just a couple of breaths to bring your awareness back to your breath. Slow and easy, trying to get the inhalation the same length as the exhalation. And when you're ready, bring the knees into the chest. Roll over onto the right hand side. Make sure there's nothing there that you might roll onto, especially if you've been using props. Up you come, round to a comfortable seated position. As always, sit up nice and tall. Always think about your posture. I'm that little monkey sat on your shoulder, reminding you about your posture, whether you're stood in a supermarket queue, stood waiting for the kettle to boil. Always stand up tall. Always roll those shoulders back and down. Always pull that abdomen in and back towards the spine. And in time, it will become second nature, and all of a sudden your posture has changed. You're breathing easier. That's what yoga does for you. Namaste.